Okay, the connectivity issue was there. Okay, so the seventh part of the coverage is online sale. Under this category, the insurance company will indemnify direct and pure financial losses resulting from selling non-commercially goods online to a dishonest or fraudulent third-party buyer, where you have lost physical control of the goods but in return never have received due payment for such goods, provided you have made reasonable attempts to seek payment or recover the delivered goods from the third party buyer or other relevant parties to indemnify you for your financial loss, including involvement of the police. So this online sale fraud is also covered. Next part of the coverage is social media and media liability. Under this head, this policy will pay any sums for which you are legally liable arising from a third party claim for any unintentional below event resulting from your online media activities, including media activities in social media. And these below activities are like defamation, breach of copyright, title slogan, trademark, trade name, service mark, service name, domain name, or even breach of interference of privacy rights. So the insurer will reimburse your legal costs incurred by you resulting from the third party claim. So this is the benefit covered under the social media and media liability. Now the next one is network security liability. This is also part of the coverage. Under this head, the insurance company will pay any sum for which you are legally liable arising from a third party claim for a cyber incident on your personal device that you failed to prevent, which may have caused you damage, alteration, destruction, or theft of data, DOS, attack on third-party computer system. So in that case, company will reimburse your legal costs incurred by you resulting from the third-party claim. This is network security liability. Next one under the coverage is privacy breach and data breach liability by third party. So under this head, the insurance company will reimburse your legal costs incurred by you for claims for damages filed by you against a third party for data breach relating to your confidential information or personal data, provided the third party has communicated in writing to you or has acknowledged publicly by electronic or print media the occurrence of data breach of your confidential information or personal data. So this is privacy breach and data breach liability by third party. Next one is the smart home cover. This is also part of the coverage. Under this head, insurance company will reimburse you for any reasonable and necessary cost incurred by the involvement of an IT expert after a cyber incident to decontaminate and restore your smart home devices to the closest possible condition in which they were immediately before the cyber incident was there. So this is coverage for the smart home cover. Now what is not covered? This is also important to understand because the policy has the long list of exclusions, and this shows any prior incident known by you prior to the inception of the policy is not covered. Secondly, any action or omission of which is intentional, malicious, dishonest, deliberate or reckless. Third, any action or omission in your capacity as employee or self-employed person, as well as any professional or business activity. Then loss of the damage to tangible property and any consequential losses. Next one is investment or trading loss, including without limitation any liability to sell, transfer, or otherwise dispose of securities. Then bodily injury, psychological harm, except covered in section 2 or 5. And misappropriation, theft, infringement, or disclosure of any intellectual property, except covered in section 9. Insured versus insured liability is not covered. Contractual liability is not covered. Any cost of betterment of your personal device or your smart home device is not covered. Any type of cryptocurrencies, for example, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, IOTA, except section 6 is not covered. And the last but not least is the gambling. These risks are not covered under the policy. But this is important to know that the loss intimation within 72 hours must be given to the insurance company. Extended reporting within 72 hours after the termination of policy. Limit of liability should not more than of respective sections. Limit of liability should not be more than that of respective section or sum insured. And the psychological assistance and treatment is maximum 10 hours and per hour rupees 800 within the sum insured of section covered. Now let us see the product features. Policy choices, individual basis or family basis. Any individual can take, any family can take. When it is given on the family basis, family means you, your spouse, your children, sibling, parent or parents-in-law residing in the same household, maximum up to 4 in number. But any of them, you, your spouse, your children, sibling, parents or parents-in-law residing in the same household. Sum insured choice is also there. Per section, sum insured, separate sum insured for each selected section is there. Secondly, floater sum insured is also there, like sum insured that will float over the selected sections. Sum insured range is 10,000, 20,000, 25, 50, 75,000. Then 1 lakh, 150, 2 lakh, 250, 3 lakh. And then 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 50 lakh and 1 crore. These are the sum insured choices available for the buyers. Discount is also available. Family discount is there. Under family discount head, a discount of 15% will be applicable if 2 or more family members are covered under the same policy. Direct discount of 20% is there. Employee discount is there. A discount of 10% will be offered to employee of SGI Shriram Group companies. Then deductible discount is there. 5% of additional discount is applicable on selection of deduction of 10% of limit of liability. Employees of any group can take the discount. So the floater sum insured discount is also there. Following discount would be offered when you select multiple securities or multiple sections. Under the policy on floater sum insured basis, say for example number of sections selected are 2, discount is 10%, 3, 19%, 4, 26%, 5, 32%, 6 and over 6, 37%. So this discount is available under the policy. Now premium rates are given for every section because number of sections are there. So for every section there is just each separate product rate, like for theft of funds, identity theft, data restoration, cyberbullying, stalling, loss of reputation, cyber extortion, online sale, online shopping, social media liability, then privacy breach and data liability, and then smart home cover. So 12 sections in all are there, and for each section there is a separate rate. Whatever number is selected, premium rate will apply according to the sum insured limit. Now claim intimation has to be there within 72 hours, and claim has to be informed on the claimer desk, on the toll-free numbers, or by mail or by call. So document and process is also important, because for each section different kind of documents may be asked for, and these documents start from the claim form, then copy of FIR lodged with the police authorities or cyber cell, then copy of legal notice received from any affected person entity, copy of summons received from any court in respect of a suit filed by an affected party or entity, copy of an invoice for expenses you incurred for the services of an IT specialist, then copy of invoices for expenses you incurred in attending the rectifying your personal information, and copies of legal notice served on any third party for any data breach or privacy breach, and copy of criminal case filed against the third party under the relevant insuring clause. Next one is evidence of your consultation with a psychologist or psychiatrist. Then detailed invoices of cost incurred for filing of criminal case or claim for damages against the third party. Proof to show that the personal data is the proprietary information belonging to the insured. Copies of correspondence with the bank evidencing that bank are not reimbursing you. History of transaction of the account and a screenshot of the ransom note. Copy of the email from scammer. Email correspondence with the credit card company. Credit card bill. Proof to show that a loss is incurred by the policyholder or by the insured. So this is cyber Suraksha insurance policy, which will protect the financial losses insured has suffered due to the cyber attacks, and the coverage is very wide. Coverage includes 12 different sections. Each section has the wider coverage in the sense if the theft of fund is there, due to theft of fund, if the result of unauthorized access is there by any third party in your bank account, credit card, debit card or mobile wallets, that is covered under the policy. Phishing and email spoofing is also covered. Reasonable fee for prosecution in criminal cases is also covered. Similarly, identity theft is the second section of the coverage. Data restoration, malware decontamination is also coverage. Fourth section covers the cyberbullying, cyber stalking and loss of reputation. Fifth section covers the cyber extortion, then online shopping, then online sale, then social media and media liability. Next one is network security liability, then private breach and data breach liability. Next one is private breach and data breach liability by third party. Then smart home cover. These are the 12 sections covered under the policy. The list of exclusions I have already explained to you. and the intimation of the incident is required within 72 hours. This policy provides two choices. Individual can take this policy as well as the family can take this policy, and in the family means spouse, children, sibling, parents and parents-in-law who are residing in the same place are covered. Maximum 4 persons can be covered under the policy. Two sum insured choices are also provided, that is per section sum insured, separate sum insured for each selected section is there. Secondly, floater sum insured, that is on the floater basis is there. Then the sum insured range is provided from 10,000 to 1 crore rupees. Over the premium, number of discounts are available, like family discount, direct discount, temporary discount, deductible discount, additional discount, floater sum insured discount. These facilities are there. So policy is very good, and this is the requirement of the time, because cyber frauds, cyber thefts, cyber attacks are rampant in the society. Every day you are reading in the newspapers, money is taken away from the bank account, credit cards are misused, debit cards are misused. That kind of incidents are in routine nowadays. Even police is helpless to catch the cyber criminals. And even if the criminal is caught by the police, the recovery is again very difficult. So in that case, you have got one and only option, that is the insurance protection. And this cyber Suraksha policy is available at a very competitive rates, because rate depends upon the number of sections selected by you, and the rate is applicable to per section. Maybe you may not prefer to choose all the sections, because whatever is related to you and whatever is preferred to you, only on that section the premium will be charged. So this is one very good policy, and this is a requirement of the time. Mostly every third or fourth person is affected due to cyber attack and cyber frauds and cyber crimes. Not only that, even commercial entities are also facing this kind of losses. But this policy is for individuals and family only. So that's all. If you have any important question, any questions, any doubts, you can ask me now. No questions? That is clear to you? Okay, thank you very much.